Hey everybody, this is Barry Benkin here with Four Corners Environmental. We're here in a brand new home in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're going to explain to you a couple of conditions related to mold and how it can happen in relative humidity in a brand new house, okay? So this particular situation is a little bit different. We always say that it's rarely that silver bullet. It's a lot of little conditions together that can create a potential problem. So with that said, in this new home, we're going to check out this area here, and we'll show you what we're talking about. Let's get to this bathroom here. All right, we're in a bathroom. This bathroom is on the exterior wall. We have another bathroom on the exterior wall of the house on the far ends of the house. And I don't know if you noticed how long it took me to walk over here, and I had to go around several turns. So we've got our bathroom vent. And if you can see our bathroom vent, we also have mold growing right around this area here on the ceiling only, right? So why is that important? That bathroom vent has a small tube that goes right to the exterior, just right to that wall right there. It's not very far. We have high humidity in this climate. So that high humidity, it comes right down to this area. So whenever this bathroom isn't being used, if it's closed off, if the conditions aren't right inside the house, you're gonna have a volatile area of activity to where you're gonna get condensation growing right in that area. And so that condensation hits against that wall. It's on a surface that has a potential to grow, and it's a food source, and mold will start to show itself on these ceilings because that's where it's all hanging out. Now, another thing that can happen is this area could not be insulated very well, that sort of thing, but in this particular case, we checked that. You've got good insulation, so it's really on this side. It really isn't a combination of like a bridging situation where the heat's coming from the top and it's just warming the surface. It really is just related to that vent right there, okay? Again, we're on the exterior side of the house. So we have active mold here that we need to remediate. Generally with mold, you want to remove the drywall and help the conditions there. So with that said, we've got this whole area here. It's a long hallway. We went around an area there. Next thing we're going to do is talk about this guy. This was at 69 degrees, and it's too cold to try to keep the air in the house. One of the reasons they do that is if it's not pulling the moisture out of the air with this guy. So either this is clogged or it's the MERV rating's too high and it's not letting the air pass through. Plus, by design, we've got that long hallway, right? So with that said, it takes a lot for all of that air to get around to this spot. So anytime you have ceiling fans, we always encourage you to leave them on in a low position just to have some air movement. You know, it's very similar in the sense of like water. You can get stagnant water whenever you're in the dog days, right, of summer, but the air can react in the same way. So you can get growth when you have stagnant air. You don't have air movement. You don't have that air flow. All right, all that's very important. So the whole job is to get all of that particulate matter to the filter, to get that relative humidity that might become in one area to the filter, right? So that it can draw, and as it's carrying particulate matter, get caught, but the moist air gets taken in to the intake, and then that moisture gets extracted from that exchange at the AC unit. So that is its main job, is to get the moisture out. So here's where we get a little bit stickier. Now we're not that far away, but we've got a few turns and we're in a bathroom, okay? So this is the master bath, and you can see we've got this closet here that's all enclosed. This is where the toilet sits. This is closed off up here, right here. We have a vent here, right? But there's enough makeup air in this area here. It's a larger space. The other thing you can do is leave these vents on whenever you're done taking a shower or a bath. leave that vent on, all right, for a good 20, 30 minutes afterwards to draw the moisture out of this room. Okay, so that's, again, the main job of the fan, not what you think. It's for moisture, all right? Now, with that said, here we go. Ready? Boom. All right. So this fan is on right now. We're exfiltrating any mold in this room, anything that would, any of that matter that would get airborne. We're trying to just get it to draw out. This is also an exterior wall right here, right next to that. So that run is very short. That warm, moist air comes right into this room. You've got 69 degrees in the... Okay, 69 degrees in that airspace. What we're gonna recommend, we had a lapse in our video, so we're gonna recommend a passive vent right here to allow that air to escape in here so it doesn't get trapped in there. We're also gonna recommend another potential air return on one other side of the house, given the long distance. We recommend that the homeowner keep the ceiling fans on in a low position to move the air. And then obviously a good filter with a low MERV rating, right, that still catches. So we actually have those on our website at fourcornerstn.com in the Get Clean Air section. You can look at the best filters on the market, and they're cheaper than a HEPA filter. So hopefully that can help you. But all these things combined can create a scenario like this. It's that simple. So between a few improvements, slight adjustments on the way we treat our house, it can prevent something like that from happening in a closet, at an attic space where you got a pull down access, not having insulation above that. All those kind of things kind of create that little microclimate in here, okay? So be careful out there. Pay attention to little habits that you can help your air quality in your home and prevent these kinds of things, all right? Be safe.